Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to take a look at the best NES games on the Nintendo Switch Online service. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the bell so you can check out my new videos when they come out. So the first game we're going to get into here is Double Dragon. Double Dragon is a beat-em-up side-scroller. You can play it in co-op mode, which is super fun. Me and my son have been playing it, and he loves it. It's some of these NES games are just so timeless. I started playing NES when I was 5, and now my son is 5, and we play this game together, and it's just such an awesome game. I love the music. I love just the controls and everything feel so good, and it's just an awesome game. The next game I want to talk about is The Legend of Zelda. Probably not a lot I have to say about this game. I mean, it's proven itself after all these years. It's just amazing. I've played it so many times over the last 20 years, and it gives you such a sense of adventure, and it really pushed the limits of the NES, I feel. Only having a directional pad and 2 buttons, it's just amazing for what it is, and for the lack of buttons and power and everything that the NES had. It really is truly an amazing game. It's really, really hard if you don't follow a guide. When I was a kid, I was too young to really understand what I should be doing, so all I did was run around and hit people with a sword. But when I got older and tried to play this game, man, it is hard. They just give you a sword, and then you're on your own. You have no idea where to go or what order to do things in, or how to make yourself stronger, where any of the upgrades are, any of that. So it's all about exploring, and it's just such a fun time. I highly recommend, if you have never played the first Zelda, it's a must. You've got to sit down and play this game. Super Mario 3 is one of the best games ever, in history. I still go back and play it to this day. Played it a ton as a kid. Me and my brother would play it all the time. They just took the first Mario game and just built on top of it the greatness, and there's so many items and power-ups, and there's warp whistles, and it's just such a great game. And I highly recommend this game for anybody who has never played. I know there's a lot of Switch owners that are a lot younger than me, and they never got to experience these cool games. So if you've never checked this out, definitely do. I highly recommend you get the NES controllers for the Switch, because they feel like the real thing. The D-pad is phenomenal, and so much better than using the Joy-Cons. So if you're gonna play NES online, you really should get those NES controllers. The next game I want to talk about is Punch-Out. I never really played Punch-Out as a kid. It was too hard for me. I was pretty young. So going back and playing it all these years later, after I grew up watching my 2 brothers play, and man, it just looks really hard. And it is. Every enemy that, every guy that you fight has like a special kind of time that you have to hit them, and sometimes it's hard to figure out. It is pretty tricky. If you don't hit them at just the right time, then you'll just get destroyed. It's a lot of fun though, and going back and playing it now, I'm getting pretty good. I've been practicing it a lot. I'm trying to see how far I can get without Googling anything. I know, back then they didn't have Google, and you had to figure out things on your own. Nowadays we can just look everything up, but it kind of sucks the fun out of it if you do it that way. So definitely give Punch-Out a try. It's got a little Mario cameo there. He's the ref, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, definitely check it out. The last game I want to talk about is Super Mario 2. This game is so unique, especially for being a Mario game. You can stand on the enemies' heads and pick them up and throw them, and it's all about grabbing things and throwing things, pretty much. But it's a unique, awesome game. It was never actually meant to be a Mario title. They were putting out Mario 2 in Japan, and it was really hard, and they thought that the American audience wouldn't be very good at it, so they took this other game that was already in development, and they just put Mario characters and Mario enemies in it. It's really fun. It's got a cool music. It's just a really awesome game, and you should definitely check it out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos. I'll be going into all kinds of different stuff with the Nintendo, maybe some PS4 stuff. So we'll see you in the next video.